to circle back to kind of what we talked about at the beginning of the episode, we are very much still in a world where God is dead. And
Yes.
we are very much still in the age and the throes of increasing nihilism. And, it is a deep, acidic river that flows through pretty much everything in our world, in our culture, in our art, in our politics, in our bodies. We are creatures of nihilism. We are not outside of it. No one is outside of it. We are shaped and formed by it. That is to say, it's a condition that we all live in. And, this, I'm reminded of, we were talking about, this kind of mythic Volkish that the Nazis were creating, is that, this is happening in other parts of the world right now. Like there was a piece in Harper's like a couple years back that's excellent. I think it was called The Call of the Drums, that is talking about, the far right parties in Hungary and them, clinging and trying to resurrect this basically, ancient tribal Hungarian past of this, like, bringing back Attila the Hun and, anyone in between, and these kind of resurrecting this ancient culture as people are trying to, to feel any kind of sense of purpose and get themselves unmoored in any kind of, or, to stop being unmoored in any kind of way. And, that's the nihilism that we live in.
Yeah, not so many years ago, I think maybe 2013, I remember hearing the head of the Golden Dawn in Greece respond to accusations that he was a Nazi. And he said, I'd rather be called a Nazi than a Jew, because at least the Nazis have clean hands.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he said that in front of a big crowd making a speech. I believe he was on top of a bridge talking to people below. And I walked around for like an hour after reading that, feeling like I was in one of those Philip K. Dick, like, time warp things where the highway wasn't going to be there anymore.
Yes.
Because it was like this, I just broke into a different world, didn't I? Like this has got to be a different place. But no, it's been in that exact same subterranean space we've been talking about, waiting, and we have dug up so much else from that space for our convenience, for our use around the world, that the other shit is going to come oozing up along with it.
Well, it's if we think about this, if the ritual sort of blood sacrifice of World War I is what summoned Wotan, what summoned Hitler, and Hitler's blood sacrifice of World War II, that summoned what we live in today, right? So that, like, the only book by William Faulkner I've ever read is Requiem for a Nun. The only one I've ever read. The other ones, it's like, I get it. I know the N-word too. But it is a line from that. It's a very famous line that says, the past is not dead. It's not even past. And whenever I encounter this stuff, that sort of rings through my head.
Yeah. The past is not only not past, it's in the process of continuous transformation. And we don't know how the dead are going to return to us when they do. We don't know what faces they're going to have.
But we know they will.
Yeah, that we do.
Jeffrey Epstein.